Guardians of the sea. Can fishermen secure Philippine waters? Could ordinary fishermen hold the key to securing the West Philippine Sea? These men who have spent their lives navigating these waters might be the unexpected guardians of the Philippines' maritime boundaries. It seems like an improbable question, yet it lies at the heart of a growing debate in the Philippines. As the nation grapples with external threats, the role of these fishermen is being reconsidered. They are not just providers of food, but potential defenders of their homeland. The country faces relentless maritime challenges. The waters are treacherous, not just because of natural elements, but due to the geopolitical tensions that simmer beneath the surface. Chinese vessels intrude into Philippine waters. Fishermen face harassment. The situation is tense. These confrontations are not just about fishing rights, but about national sovereignty and territorial integrity. Could arming and training these fishermen tip the balance, turning them into the first line of defense for their nation's sovereignty? Imagine a fleet of well-prepared fishermen, equipped with the knowledge and tools to protect their waters. This is not a call for militarization, but rather an exploration of a radical idea, empowering local communities to protect their livelihoods and their nation's maritime rights. By providing training and resources, these fishermen could become a formidable force against intrusions. The stakes are high and the potential consequences are far-reaching. The future of the West Philippine Sea may very well rest in the hands of these brave fishermen who stand as the first line of defense in a complex and ever-evolving maritime landscape. Troubled waters, rising tensions in the West Philippine Sea. The West Philippine Sea simmers with tension, a region where calm waters often belie the underlying conflicts. This strategically vital waterway, rich in resources and trade routes, is claimed in part or whole by China, the Philippines, and several other nations. The overlapping claims have turned this area into a geopolitical hotspot, with each nation vying for control over its lucrative fishing grounds, potential oil and gas reserves, and crucial maritime routes. The resulting territorial disputes have escalated in recent years, with China asserting its claims more aggressively. Beijing has built artificial islands and militarized them, deploying naval and coast guard vessels to enforce its claims, which has led to increased confrontations and a growing military presence in the region. Chinese coast guard vessels patrol disputed areas, often confronting Filipino fishermen. These confrontations are not just about territorial claims, but also about the livelihoods of those who depend on these waters for their daily sustenance. This creates a climate of fear and uncertainty among the local fishing communities. Filipino fishermen who have traditionally fished these waters for generations now face the constant threat of harassment and intimidation. The Philippines, facing a vastly larger and more powerful neighbor, struggles to assert its sovereignty. Despite international legal victories, such as the 2016 Hague ruling in favor of the Philippines, enforcing these rulings remains a significant challenge. Traditional naval patrols are stretched thin, unable to effectively monitor the vast expanse of the West Philippine Sea. The sheer size of the area and the limited resources of the Philippine Navy make it difficult to maintain a consistent presence. This is where the role of Filipino fishermen becomes crucial. They are not just fishermen, they are the eyes and ears of the nation, reporting incursions and helping to assert the Philippines' presence in these contested waters. Their resilience and determination are vital in the ongoing struggle to protect their rights and their nation's sovereignty. Frontline fishermen bearing witness to intrusions. Filipino fishermen are not soldiers, but they have become the unwitting frontline witnesses to the escalating tensions in the West Philippine Sea. For generations, they have fished these waters, their lives intimately tied to the rhythm of the sea. Now, they find themselves increasingly harassed and intimidated by foreign vessels encroaching upon their traditional fishing grounds. Stories abound of fishermen being driven away from their fishing spots, their nets cut, and their catches confiscated. They report being shadowed, harassed, and even threatened by Chinese vessels. These confrontations highlight the vulnerability of Filipino fishermen and the very real threat they face daily. Eyes on the water, the strategic importance of Filipino fishermen. Beyond the immediate danger they face, Filipino fishermen possess something invaluable: an intimate knowledge of the West Philippine Sea. They know its currents, its shoals, and its hidden coves. They are present in areas often overlooked by satellite surveillance and naval patrols. This makes them ideal eyes on the water, capable of providing real-time information on foreign vessel activity. Their presence acts as a deterrent, their first-hand accounts as valuable evidence. In an era of hybrid warfare where information is as valuable as firepower, the role of these fishermen takes on strategic significance. Section 5. A controversial proposal arming fishermen for self-defense. Against this backdrop, a controversial proposal has emerged. Arming Filipino fishermen. The idea is not to turn them into a maritime militia, but to provide them with the means to defend themselves and deter aggression. This could involve equipping them with non-lethal tools like powerful water cannons, blinding lasers, and even drones for surveillance. The proposal has sparked debate. Critics argue it could escalate tensions, putting fishermen at greater risk. Others see it as a necessary measure, empowering Filipinos to protect their livelihoods and assert their rights in the face of growing pressure. Section 6. Tools of empowerment. Drones, communication systems and training. The plan to arm Filipino fishermen goes beyond just providing weapons. It envisions a comprehensive approach that includes training in maritime law, self-defense and de-escalation techniques. Fishermen would also be equipped with advanced communication systems, allowing them to report intrusions in real time and call for assistance. Drones equipped with high-resolution cameras could provide vital evidence of illegal activities, strengthening the Philippines' legal claims. These tools, combined with proper training, could empower fishermen to become active participants in safeguarding their nation's maritime domain. Section 7. Navigating the risks, escalation, legal concerns and international backlash. Arming fishermen, even with non-lethal tools, is not without risks. Critics point to the potential for escalation, arguing that it could provoke a stronger response from China. There are also legal concerns, with some questioning the legality of civilians engaging in maritime security operations. Internationally, the move could be viewed as provocative, drawing condemnation from China and potentially straining relations with other regional powers. The Philippines would need to carefully navigate these challenges, ensuring its actions are seen as defensive and in accordance with international law. Section 8. A new era of maritime security, deterrence, documentation and global support. Despite the risks, the potential benefits of empowering Filipino fishermen are significant. By increasing their ability to deter harassment, document intrusions and call for assistance, the Philippines could create a more robust maritime security posture. This would not only protect Filipino livelihoods, but also send a strong message of resolve to China and the international community. Furthermore, by highlighting the plight of its fishermen and garnering international support, the Philippines could leverage diplomacy and international pressure to counter China's assertive actions in the West Philippine Sea. Section 9. The power of community, empowering Filipinos to safeguard their waters. The idea of arming Filipino fishermen is ultimately about more than just weapons or tactics. It's about fostering a sense of ownership and responsibility among the local communities who have lived and worked in these waters for generations. These fishermen are not just passive observers, they are the frontline guardians of their maritime heritage. It represents a fundamental shift in thinking, a recognition that securing the West Philippine Sea requires the active participation of local communities. This shift acknowledges that the people who are most affected by the territorial disputes are also the ones who can play a crucial role in resolving them. By involving local fishermen, the Philippines is tapping into a wealth of knowledge and experience that is often overlooked. It's about empowering Filipinos to become stakeholders in their own security. This empowerment is not just about physical tools, but also about education and awareness. When fishermen understand the geopolitical significance of their waters, they become more vigilant and proactive in protecting them. This sense of ownership can lead to more sustainable and effective maritime security practices. By providing them with the tools, training and support they need, the Philippines can tap into the inherent resilience and resourcefulness of its people. These training sessions are not just about learning new skills, they are about building confidence and fostering a sense of unity and purpose. The support from the military and other organizations helps to create a network of protection that extends beyond individual efforts. This could pave the way for a new era of maritime security, one where local communities play a pivotal role in safeguarding their nation's sovereignty and protecting their way of life. The collaboration between fishermen and military personnel symbolizes a united front against external threats. This partnership can lead to innovative solutions and strategies that are grounded in local realities and needs. The question remains, can this bold vision become a reality, or will it remain a controversial footnote in the ongoing struggle for control of the West Philippine Sea? The success of this initiative depends on continuous support, adaptation, and the willingness of all stakeholders to work together. Only time will tell if this community-driven approach can truly transform the landscape of maritime security in the region.